So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. While there is here a great sense of expectation, as to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So it's down to business here. Zubimendi. Saka. Muscular approach does pay off here. And it's Timber. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Pedro Neto. Sado. And the finish!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Capulli. Martinelli. Capulli. Gabriel. Rice. Moved on forwards. Timber. Saka. Rice. Clearly not happy with that. Fernandes. Mudryk. Fernandes. Mudryk. Cucurella. Mudryk. Cucurella. Fernandes. Fernandes played through into space. Cucurella, and that's aimed into the middle. Timber. Saliba. Gabriel. Saka. Saka. Rice. And he whips it across. Tries to get it clear. A chance to play it in. Cross goes in there. They've got a corner here. Off he goes! Oh, the kick has done ever so well.
Rice is offering a right smile there.
Martinelli. Rice. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Cucurella. Fofana. Mudryk. Fernandez. Caicedo forwards and with intent. And it's James. That'll be a throw. That is lovely. Can he deliver? Raya deals with that nice and simple. Timber. Saliba. Timber. João Pedro. Pedro Neto. James. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. Purring through the gears. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto. Oh, good spread. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Martinelli. Aim forwards. Saka. There's no flag. Mudryk. Fernandez. Gently done. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. James. Caicedo. James. James battling down that right flank. And it's Caicedo. Fernandez. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. Rice. Incapuyi. And he goes cross-field. Timber. Now, where's he looking? Now it's Martin. A real chance! James. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Martinelli. That looks a good cross.
Arsenal clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And it's Cucurella. Now it's Mudryk. Played into the middle. Gabriel clears it away. Plenty waiting in the middle. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Fernandez. Can he finish? Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Subimendi. Gabriel. Rice. That's really well manoeuvred. Incapuyi. Rice. Incapuyi. Incapié chooses to go cross-field. Subimendi. Saliba. Rice. Saliba. Caicedo. Gabriel herring after the ball here. Martinelli. Incapuyi. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Modric. Here's Modric. And it's made it. He's having a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And he's there to clear it. Timber. Zubimendi. Gabriel shifted upfield. Lewis Skelly. Rice. And it's Timber. Modric. Cucurella. Modric. Modric going full steam ahead down the left flank. Rice. And it's played forward. Lewis Skelly. Saka. Ah, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Played out to the right. Timber's cross. Danger averted for now. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Rice. Saka! Just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Fernandez. Cucurella. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Pedro Neto. Delivered with swing. It's gone out for a throw-in. Who's going to be first to this? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's won. Can he find the finish? James with the short one. Lovely feet. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tries a deft little ball. That's tidy. Saka. Zubimendi. Rice. Here's Martinelli. Martinelli, and he takes a shot!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Cucurella. And it's Fernandez. Rice wins the duel this time. Moved on forwards. Timber. Saliba. Out to the right. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Fernandez. Cucurella. Mudryk. Cucurella. Now it's Mudryk. Mudryk flashes it across. And claimed it back swiftly. And he cuts out the supply. Pedro Neto. Saliba. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Lewis Skelly. Played towards the other side. Saka. Martinelli. Rice. Zubimendi. Rice. That's an excellent interception. Chance, surely! Goal! Arsenal! There is the breakthrough! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Colwell played over towards the opposite flank. Back into the middle. Mudryk. Cucurella. Arsenal are already ahead. The perfect start.
Well, this is all down to a big team commitment to exercise a measure of control, and it's working.
Fernandez. He's cut it out. Mudryk. Saka, no, again there's no way through. Timber. João Pedro. Fernandez. Good ball over the top. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Zubimendi. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Pedro Neto. No question, that's a foul. It's not taking him long, and that's going to be a booking. That's been easily repelled. And the ball's come loose here. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo spread out to the left. Pedro Neto. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Caicedo, played out towards the right wing. Martinelli. Fernandes. Fofana forwards and with intent. Modric. Cucurella. Modric. Incapuyi. Arsenal have got themselves in front very early here. Incapuyi. Cucurella cuts out the pass. And here's Neto. Martinelli. Oh, that's a nice ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Martinelli. Rice. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Time to deliver. Timber's cross. It's run loose here. And a shot! Fernandes. Cucurella looks to the other side. That's been drilled forward. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Modric. Cucurella. Lovely bit of skill. He's in a great position here. Fernandes. And here's Modric. Out to the left it goes. That'll be a corner. And it's been taken short. And it's Cucurella. Saliba. Timber. Saliba. Rice. Lewis Skelly. Great defending, strong and determined. Caicedo. Cucurella. James.
Pedro Neto.
Caicedo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. And it's played in here. Fernandez.
Pedro Neto.
James. Caicedo. Cucurella. Modric. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Caicedo. And it's James. Now this could be a chance. Fires it in low. Martinelli. João Pedro. Here's Modric, and the shot! Lewis Skelly. Saka. This looks promising. Succumbs to the pressure. And that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Colwell. That's really well manoeuvred. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender. Real chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Caicedo. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Cucurella. And here's Modric. Modric, now here's the delivery. Nkapie shifted upfield. Rice. Played towards the other side. Timber. And it's Timber. Fernandez, aim forwards. Colwell. James.
Pedro Neto.
James. James chooses to go cross-field. Fernandez. Caicedo. Fernandez. James.
Pedro Neto.
Caicedo. James. Oh, that's nice. Big chance! Split-second reaction.
João Pedro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Saka. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Pedro Neto.
Caicedo. Cucurella. Modric. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Zubimendi played over towards the opposite flank. Martinelli. Luis Skelly. Saka. That's a chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to him. Pedro Neto.
Nice looking ball. Can he get onto this? The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Luis Skelly. Timber gently done. Martinelli. Over to the left. Played back in. Chance to shoot! Oh, what a climb! Oh, not the best of headers.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Fernandes forwards and with intent. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Timber. Timber gently done. Chalobah is there and he can get that clear. João Pedro. Caicedo moved on forwards. Cucurella. So who's he picking out? Chooses to go back. And he's got his cross in. Saliba gets it clear. Saka carries the ball down the right. Oh, red, nice interception. Chalobah. James.
Pedro Neto.
João Pedro. Out towards the flank. Delivered across. Saliba gets it away. Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Capier gets good distance on it. Strong running down that left flank. And he's on a charge. Martinelli. Lots to admire in the run and the defending. Caicedo defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Saka looking for a run-up. And reclaimed it in a trice. Can he finish? Caicedo. Fernandez. Rodrigue. Fernandez. Caicedo. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And he goes cross-field. Gabriel. Rice. Gabriel. Rice. Saka. Zubimendi. Saliba. It's Lewis Skelly. Rice. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. James. Saka. Incapuyi. Timber. Zubimendi.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
James looking for options. James. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Martinelli. Very nicely done. Lewis Skelly. Goes for a shot! Caicedo. Mudryk. Cucurella. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rice. Saliba. Zubimendi. Caicedo. João Pedro. Rice wins the duel this time. Caicedo. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And it's James. Oh, that's neat. Pedro Neto. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. It's run loose here. James. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Cucurella crosses. It is a corner, good chance. James plays it short. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Rice, and it's played forward. Saka spread out to the left. Mudryk. João Pedro. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saliba. Zubimendi. Saka. Saliba. Zubimendi, gently done. Timber. Incapuyi. Rice. Martinelli looks to get on the end of this. Pedro Neto. Great defending, strong and determined. Rice. Zubimendi. Saliba. Saka. Zubimendi. Rice. Martinelli.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Caicedo. James. Out for a throw. James. And here's Neto. Tries to cross. Oh, smashing header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Colwell. Chalobah. Cucurella. Mudryk. James. Fernandez. Mudryk. And it's Cucurella. That's very neat. Crosses it in here. And they've got rid. Fernandez. Chance for a shot! He's scored! And the second half is off to a flyer.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Saka to threat. Martinelli! James with the clearance. And it's Rice. Does really well to win the ball there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rice cuts it out. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Caicedo. Caicedo played into space. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Caicedo. And here's Mudryk. And a chance! Nkapie tries to clear. Martinelli, aim forwards. Saka. Lewis Skelly. Saka. Saka! Mudryk. Cucurella. João Pedro clipped into space. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rice. Zubimendi. Timber. Arsenal going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Zubimendi. Martinelli. And it's Lewis Skelly. Rice. Saka. Rice. Saliba. Timber. Rice. Lovely bit of skill. Cross goes in there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Mudryk. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Cucurella. Mudryk. That is lovely. Cucurella. Fernandez. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. Pedro Neto drives it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Timber. Wins the duel this time. Timber. Lewis Skelly. Rice. Long ball looking to counter. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Fernandez. Lovely, now then. Decent chance! Nkapie. Rice. Lewis Skelly. Zubimendi, forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto. Rice gets a foot in here. James. That's good play. Pedro Neto. Oh, such a clever touch. Applies the finish! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Rice. Nkapie. Lewis Skelly. Zubimendi. Saliba. Timber. Saliba. Zubimendi. Rice. Saka. Martinelli. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. And here's Saka. Rice. Plenty waiting in the middle. Cross in, looks like a good one. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Rice. Zubimendi. Saliba. Timber. Rice. Saka. And the shot! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's played forward. And here's Saka. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And it's Rice. Zubimendi.
We're in for an intriguing second.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Martinelli, Saka, Fernandez. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Zubimendi, Martinelli, Rice, Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly chooses to go cross-field. And it's Timber. Saka, up he goes! Defending of the desperate variety. Mudryk. Fofana. Cucurella. Cucurella. Great run on the overlap here. Timber. That's surely a foul. Free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. That has been knocked clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the left it goes. Oh, nice touch. A chance to play it in. Shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Timber really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Saka goes short. That's tidy. Time to deliver. Oh, sweet feet. Can he deliver? Now it's Martinelli. Martinelli. Rice. And here's Saka. Oh, what a climb!
Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Caicedo. And that is a little undercooked. Fernandes.
Pedro Neto.
And it's James. Showing good feet. Caicedo. Fernandes. Caicedo. Fernandes.
Pedro Neto.
Caicedo. And he thumps it clear. Moved on forwards. Saliba gets over and intercepts. Incapuyi. Zubimendi. Saka. Gabriel, gently done. Lewis Skelly. Caicedo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Over to the left, Lewis Skelly. There are a few waiting for it. Aimed in towards the centre. Climbs up big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. They've played it short. In by Martinelli. Well read. And the danger is averted. João Pedro.
Pedro Neto.
Modric. Oh, shooting chance!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Modric.
Pedro Neto.
Gabriel. Saliba. Lewis Skelly. Incapuyi. Gabriel. Timber. Arsenal getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Martinelli. Rice. Lewis Skelly. Caicedo. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Modric. And it's Fernandes. Modric played out to the left flank. Caicedo. Pedro Neto has found the net here, of course. James, and that's aimed into the middle. Fernandez. 60 minutes played. Cucurella. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Lovely feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Hit into the middle. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Arsenal, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And it's been taken short. Mudryk, now here's the delivery. Cucurella. Fernandez. And it's Caicedo. Pedro Neto. And the pass is intercepted. Gabriel shifted upfield. Saliba. Played back to the goalkeeper. Gabriel. Rice. Incapuyi. Rice. Gabriel, aim forwards. Lewis Skelly. Saka. Lobbed in behind. And he's just misjudged that one. Cucurella. Mudryk. Oh, it's come loose. Saliba. Zubimendi. And it's played forward. Timber. Zubimendi. Gabriel. Saliba. Timber. Zubimendi. Timber. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Saliba. Timber. Saliba. Timber. Moved on forwards. Rice. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. Zubimendi. Saka. And he shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Caicedo. And it's James. Caicedo. Fernandez. Now it's Pedro. He's had a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Mudryk. Now it's Pedro. Shapes to shoot! Timber getting this one clear. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Cucurella. Oh, that's nice. What a mighty effort! That's really well cleared. Kukurea. And here's Mudryk. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Have it back and can go again. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kukurea. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. That pass has been well intercepted. Nicely intercepted. Mudryk. And it's Fernandes. Kukurea. Mudryk. Kukurea played in. He can get that clear. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Rice played over towards the opposite flank. João Pedro. Martinelli. Great defending, strong and determined. Fernandes. Mudryk. Nice control. Can he deliver? And it's hoisted clear. Saka. Timber looking to hit the byline here. That's good play. A chance to play it in. This might... Martinelli! James, forwards and with intent. Rice wins the duel this time. Saka. Lewis Skelly. Zubimendi. That's really well manoeuvred. Pedro Neto. Nkapie gets across to intercept that. Martinelli. Zubimendi. Saliba. Timber. Oh, he's in! Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Arsenal with another corner. Oh, smashing header! And they've got rid. That's a nicely weighted pass. Chalobah attempts a clearance. And here's Saka. That's Rice. Brilliantly cut out. Chalobah does, and he has been fouled there. Saka! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Caicedo. James charging forward down that flank. Rice shifted upfield. Now it's Saka. And that's a good ball. And he's there to get it away. Martinelli hangs one in. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Shot a goal! He's missed, but not by that far. Saka plays it short. Lewis Skelly, that's been drilled in. Pedro really robust. Saka. Timber battling down that right flank. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Moved on forwards. Fofana, Cucurella, Mudryk. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. James, Fofana, Fernandes, Mudryk, Timber, Gabriel, Rice, Saliba, Timber.
They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch.
Caicedo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. James. Caicedo. João Pedro. Fernandes. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Saka, oh, it's played into the area. Now it's Rice. Rice played back in.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
James. And he goes cross-field. Subimendi. Rice. Martinelli. Saka, and it's lofted through here. And here's Martinelli. Needs a quality cross.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Martinelli. Saka. Out to the right. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's Timber. Martinelli, played out towards the right wing. Martinelli! Martinelli!
Martinelli made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Chalobah gently done. Cucurella. Mudryk. Cucurella. Mudryk. Cucurella gets into a good position. Gabriel with the clearance. Gets the shot away!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's played forward. Caicedo. Mudryk. Cucurella. Fernandes. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Caicedo. Fernandes. Knocks it out wide.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Saka. Arsenal desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. Cleared without complication. Rice. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Timber. He's on it, can he get away? Here's the chance to cross. Arsenal have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Rice. Rice. It is now or never. Time is against them. Shoots! And he's there to clear it.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Saka. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Mudryk. João Pedro. Gabriel does really well to win the ball there. Incapuyu. Martinelli. Gabriel. Saka. Martinelli.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Incapuyi. Gabriel. Rice. Timber. Subimendi. Timber. Saka. Arsenal to make one last surge forward. Tries a shot! Subimendi. Timber. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Caicedo, forwards and with intent. James. Rice. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. It's Timber. Oh, sweet feet. Rice. Saka. And the shot! In he goes again. Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! Sanchez. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping carry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky when it come your way.
Arsenal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Subimendi. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Lewis Skelly. Showing good feet. It's come to nothing. And the ball is out of play. Fernandez. Cucurella. Rodrigue. Fernandez. Here's Mudryk, and it's Caicedo. It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Subimendi. That's really well manoeuvred. Mudryk. So time is nearly up. One final twist perhaps. Rodrigue. Cucurella. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. Gabriel getting this one clear. Chalobah. João Pedro. Saka. Rice. Saliba. Saka. Timber. Martinelli. And it's Lewis Skelly. Cross needs to be good. He's overhit it, and it's out of play. James. Cucurella. Caicedo. Cucurella. And here's Mudryk. Cucurella. And here's Mudryk. Mudryk gets a cross in. Martinelli. Saka. Fernandez wins the duel. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Sanchez sends that a long way. Martinelli. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly, probing pass. Saka. It's a goal kick. Caicedo. Fernandez. Fernandez shifted upfield. And there's the shot! Timber gets it away. And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. Arsenal pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. So there it is. Andy. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. James. Pedro Neto making good progress on the right-hand side. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Timber. Gabriel. Rice. Timber. Gabriel. And it's Caicedo. James. Crosses it in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mudryk. Now it's João Pedro. Cucurella. Decent progress down the left. That is lovely. Mudryk's cross. Cucurella. Oh, nice touch. Fernandez. And here's Mudryk. Nice physical challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Subimendi. Martinelli. Played out to the right. He is just caressing the ball. Looking for a decent ball in. And that's a throw-in. And it's Timber. Now it's Martinelli. Out of play for a throw. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, what a ball! James. Aim forwards. Pedro Neto. James. Caicedo. Gets it away. Fernandez. Caicedo. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Cleared away. Mudryk. Over to the left. Martinelli. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Rice. Oh, he's in! Chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Cucurella gets good distance on it. Mudryk. João Pedro. He's had a shot! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Rice. Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Pedro Neto. James. Now here's the delivery. Caicedo. Very nicely done. In by James. Capier, early ball out from the back. Lewis Skelly. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Martinelli. Rice. Chalobah, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Mudryk. And it's Fernandez. Saka. Timber. Cucurella. Mudryk. Cucurella. Fernandez. James. Pedro Neto. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Rice. Lewis Skelly. Rice. Timber. Saka. Saka is fouled. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And he's there to get it away. And it's Lewis Skelly. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. James, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Pedro Neto. Muscular approach does pay off here. Rice. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Martinelli. Saka. And here's Martinelli. Takes a shot!
Keeper's not concerned by that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Chalobah. Fofana. Cucurella. Modric. Cucurella. Modric. Modric gets a cross in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Spread out to the left. That's the throw. And it's Fernandez. Caicedo. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Played towards the other side. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly looking to hit the byline here. And the shot! Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Saka! Fofana tries to clear. Timber played out towards the right wing. Rice. Zubimendi. Good ball, good take. Out to the left it goes. Lewis Skelly. Oh, it's played into the area. Zubimendi. Rice. Modric. Cucurella. Modric tries to thread one through. Cucurella, and that's aimed into the middle. Cleared away. Rice. Incapuyi. Lewis Skelly. Gabriel. Caicedo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And here's Modric. And it's Cucurella. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Timber. Saliba. Rice. And he cuts out the supply. Caicedo. Cucurella. Mudryk. Cucurella. Mudryk. Good play on the left-hand side here. Mudryk's cross. Rice. Martinelli. Martinelli shifted upfield. And it's Lewis Skelly. Rice. Martinelli. Martinelli played out to the left flank. Subimendi. Clearly not happy with that. Fofana. Cucurella. Mudryk. Caicedo. Cucurella. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Timber. Saliba. Timber. Saliba. Rice. Fernandes. Arsenal are already trailing here early on. They cannot afford to let this get worse.
Well, I would say that they've only got them...
He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Mudryk. Fernandes. Caicedo. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Timber with the clearance. And it's Fernandes. Caicedo. Here's a shot! Away. Caicedo. Fernandes. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Here's Fernandez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And it's James. Saliba getting this one clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Mudryk. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And they've got a throw. Fernandez. And here's Mudryk. That's good play. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Fernandez gets it clear. Caicedo. João Pedro. Caicedo. Arsenal already required to chase the game. Played back in. Zubimendi. Nkapie, gently done. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Fernandez. No, again there's no way through. And here's Mudryk, chance!
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Rice. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Lewis Skelly. Caicedo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Chalobah. Fernandez. Cucurella. Cucurella. Fernandez. James, given the lift of his goal. Timber can get it clear. Now it's João Pedro. Saliba. Nkapuyi. Lewis Skelly. Strong running down that left flank. Saka. João Pedro. Cucurella. Fernandez. Caicedo. And it's James. James carries the ball down the right. Lewis Skelly, yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Saliba. Arsenal already looking up at the vast mountain they've been left to climb. Pedro Neto. Mudryk. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Incapuyi. Saliba. Zubimendi. Rice. Saka. James. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Caicedo. Moved on forwards. James. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. James. And here's Neto. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And claimed it back swiftly. James. Played into the middle. Keeper's dealt with that. Saka, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Rice. Saliba. Saka. Rice. Zubimendi. Timber. And he goes cross-field. Incapuyi. Martinelli. Clipped into space. Oh, what a climb! And they got rid. Hit into the middle. Fernandes tries to clear. Can he deliver? He looked his shooting! Lacking in accuracy. Fofana. Cucurella played over towards the opposite flank. Zubimendi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Incapie looks to the other side. Mudryk. Fernandes. Gabriel. Incapuyi. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Saliba. Searching passes played there. Rice. Martinelli. And it's Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Mudryk. Cucurella. Fernandes. Fernandes chooses to go cross-field. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Proves too strong. Martinelli. And that is as far as they're going to go. pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cucurella. Mudryk. Cucurella. Caicedo. Fernandez. Cucurella. Caicedo. Decent chance! Martinelli. Subimendi. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Mudryk. Cucurella. Nice interception, well timed. Martinelli. Incapuyi. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Saka. Timber. Nice control. Martinelli. Shot goal! Pedro Neto. And the counter is on. He has found a way through. Gabriel. Incapuyi. Pedro Neto. Caicedo.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's having a shot! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
And it's been taken short. Cross goes in there. Well read. And the danger is averted. Danger averted for now. Fernandez. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And here's Neto. Showing good feet. And it's Caicedo. Fernandez. Tries a deft little ball. Defending of the desperate variety. James goes short. Fernandez. Oh, smashing header! It goes to show he is human after all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that detail.
Timber.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Caicedo. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Shot, surely! And he has been fouled there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Saka! And the ball's come loose here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They've played it short. Lewis Skelly. Oh, good spread. Saka. Rice. Zubimendi. Saka. Out towards the flank. Chooses to go back. Zubimendi. That's very neat. There are a few waiting for it. João Pedro. Martinelli. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's Rice. Oh, that's neat. Oh, they could be caught out here. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Cucurella. That's tidy. He's going to be disappointed with that. Zubimendi, and it goes cross-field. Now it's João Pedro. Martinelli wins the duel this time. James. Pedro Neto proves just a little bit too strong. And he decides to cross it. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's gone back to the keeper. Chalobah. Cucurella. Mudryk. João Pedro. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Colwill. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Approaching the half-hour mark. Can he finish?
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Rice. Looks to the other side. Timber. Saliba. Timber. Saliba. Zubimendi. Rice. Zubimendi. Lewis Skelly. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Caicedo. Caicedo, gently done. It's a good run down the right. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, Arsenal keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Martinelli. Into the channel. Timber. Now here's the delivery. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. And here's Saka. Saka. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. James. Colwell. That's really well manoeuvred. Caicedo. James. James has been caught there, it's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And he thumps it clear. Rodrigue. Martinelli. Martinelli, it's a delicate pass. Caicedo. James. James, shifted upfield. Chalobah, aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Over to the left. Lovely feet. And it's hoisted clear. And that's been won straight back. Here's Modric.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Martinelli. Lewis Skelly, gently done. James. Caicedo. Fernandez. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. James. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Fernandez. Fernandez, gently done. Cucurella. Fofana. Cucurella. Modric. Fernandez. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. Great defending, strong and determined.
João Pedro really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a mighty effort! Rice. Moved on forwards. Chalobah makes the interception. Cucurella. Rodrigue. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Played into the middle. Saka. Zubimendi. Gabriel. Incapuyi. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. Ball is over the line. Delivered across. Sanchez claims it without any fuss. Colwell. James, made over towards the opposite flank. Cucurella. Saliba. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Brilliantly cut out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's a throw. Pedro Neto. Cucurella. Rodrigue. He's in a good position here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Chance for a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Martinelli. Timber. So who's he picking out? Cucurella gets him to thwart him. Saka plays it short. It's Rice. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's a throw. Fernandez attempts a clearance. Chalobah. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Lovely bit of skill. James. Some good work on the right flank here. Aimed in towards the centre. Caicedo. Out to the right. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Capie is there, and he can get that clear. Rodrigue. Fernandez. Knocks it out wide. Rice. Subimendi. Martinelli. Incapuyi. Played towards the other side. Timber. Saka. Timber. And here's Saka. Oh, that's nice. Big chance! Keeper's got his work done.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
James tries to clear. Up he goes!
Oh, he got himself into a great position.
Caicedo. Martinelli going full tilt down the left. Played towards the front line. And it's Lewis Skelly. And here's Martinelli. Rice. Hit into the middle. Big chance, corner. And the ball is out of play. Timber. Lewis Skelly. Pass is intercepted. Saka! And he's heaved it away. Arsenal, time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Rice. Lewis Skelly. This is gone, that's a foul. Gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Goes for a shot! That's really well manoeuvred. Mudryk. Cucurella. Caicedo. Fernandez. James. Ah, such a clever touch. Pedro Neto. Ah, it's played into the area. And it's Caicedo. In once more. Zubimendi. Gabriel. Zubimendi. Cucurella. Mudryk. Cucurella. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. Tries a shot!
Oh, he really got hold of that.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Mudryk. Fernandez. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Lewis Skelly. Can he get onto this? Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And that has been cleared. Pedro Neto goes on a charge down the left. João Pedro. Rice. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Cucurella chooses to go cross-field. Pedro Neto. Nice control. Played into the middle. And that's the keeper's ball. Rice. Saliba. Saka. 5 minutes till the break. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Cross goes in there, and the keeper beats it away. There's the shot! James. Caicedo. Fernandez. Caicedo. Played out wide. Now it's Pedro Neto. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. It's gone for a throw-in. And it's James. Now it's Pedro Neto. Now it's Pedro Neto. And he's there to clear it. Real chance! Well, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Saliba attempts a clearance. And the shot!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Caicedo. Cucurella. Rodrigue. Showing good feet. Fernandez chips it through. That's good play. A chance to play it in. And he's there to clear it. And here's Neto. Can he finish? Saka. Saliba. Timber. Saka. And it's played forward. Martinelli. And it's Lewis Skelly. Oh, that's nice. Rice. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Climbs up big!
Oh, denied at the last.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
It's really well cleared. Madrid. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Cucurella. Lewis Skelly does really well to win the ball there. Lewis Skelly did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cucurella forwards and with intent.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gabriel shifted upfield. That's really well manoeuvred. Rice. Spread out to the left. He is through here. Gets his head on it! Keeper always had the measure of that.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
He can get that clear. Ball's gone out of play. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now. Hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Cucurella. Raya claims it, and the danger passes. Timber. Arsenal do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Zubimendi. Gabriel. Rice. Saka. Timber. Gabriel. Incapuyi. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. And the shot!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Mudryk. James. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Saka. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Rodrigue. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Luis Skelly. Martinelli. Zubimendi. And it's Timber. Saka. Rice. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Luis Skelly. Lovely feet. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, shooting chance! That's going to go a long way. And it's Timber. Zubimendi. Fernandes wins the duel this time. Corner then. And it's been taken short. Moved on forwards. João Pedro. Fernandes. Rodrigue. Fernandes. Caicedo. And he shoots!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Saka. Zubimendi. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Colwell. James. Pedro Neto. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Timber. Saka. Timber. Saliba. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Rice. Luis Skelly. And it's Rice. Cucurella. Modric. Cucurella. Modric. Caicedo. Ukapuyi. Luis Skelly. Rice. Martinelli. Luis Skelly. Rice. Saka. Saka! Could be danger here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Colwell. James. Pedro Neto. James, head over towards the opposite flank. Modric. And it's Cucurella. Can he deliver? Mudryk. Shoots! Put out the best in the keeper.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose.
Getting this one clear. Fernandez. And the shot's on here. He's had a shot! And that has faded wide.
Well, I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
Timber. And it's Timber. And here's Saka. Lewis Skelly. And here's Martinelli. Keeper's got good distance on that. Saliba. Gabriel. Martinelli. Pedro Neto. James. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Pedro Neto. Fofana. Saliba, gently done. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Zubimendi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Timber gets it away. Rice. Martinelli. Timber. And it's Timber. Martinelli. Rice. Played out to the right. There's the shot! Cucurella tries to clear. That'll be a throw-in. Timber. Rice succumbs to the pressure. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. Fernandez. Fofana looks to the other side. Pedro Neto. James. Fernandez. Here's Mudryk. Martinelli. Zubimendi. Timber. Nkapuyi. Martinelli. Colwill.
Pedro Neto.
James. Caicedo. Timber. Saka. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Very nicely done. Caresses it through. That has been knocked clear. Out to the left it goes. Played in with purpose.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support, and the chances gonna beg him.
Martinelli. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Martinelli. Rice. Zubimendi. He's in here! Martinelli.
Martinelli really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Fernandez. And it's played forward. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Saka. Timber. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Rice. And the shot! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Cleared without complication. Rice.
Well, that had certainly improved their mood. All the talking, both tactical and motivational, in that half-time dressing room seems to have paid off for the moment, at least.
Oh, shooting chance! And he's missed it.
Pedro Neto.
Cucurella. He's on it, can he get away? Incapuyi. James.
Pedro Neto.
Colwill short changes him with that pass. Now it's João Pedro. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli. Timber. It's Timber. Zubimendi. Picks it up out wide. Shot, surely! No, it's wide.
Pedro Neto.
And back to the goalkeeper. Moved on forwards. James. Colwell.
Pedro Neto.
Out for a throw. James.
Pedro Neto.
Martinelli does really well to win the ball there. Subimendi. Rice. Martinelli. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. That is lovely. Now it's Martinelli. Caicedo forwards and with intent. Rice. Martinelli. Over to the left. Oh, great chance! Saka played out to the left flank. Decent chance! Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Subimendi. Zubimendi played out towards the right wing. Cucurella. Fernandez. João Pedro. Spread out to the left. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. João Pedro. Mudryk. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saka. Timber. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Pedro Neto.
Pedro Neto knocks it out wide. Lewis Skelly did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Saka. And it's Timber. Oh, that's neat. Looking for a decent ball in. The referee's awarded a free kick. That is definitely not his best. Chalobah gets it away. Looking here to chip it through. He'll try to keep this alive. Martinelli unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Caicedo. Oh, he's found him in space. Timber. Saliba. Timber. Saka. That's a good ball. Timber, and that's aimed into the middle. That's good running with the ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Timber. That's a nicely weighted pass. Modric. To Correa. Played towards the other side. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. João Pedro. Shapes to shoot! That's tidy. Correa tries to dink it through and reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Fernandes. And here's Modric. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Arsenal can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Timber. That's really well manoeuvred. Lewis Skelly. Gabriel. Zubimendi. Chance for a shot!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
And here's Saka. Goes for a shot! Pedro Neto, who's set up one goal so far. James. Pedro Neto. James. Correa. Oh, sweet feet. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. And it's Timber. Oh, good spread. Rice. And he welcomed big chance! Oh, terrific save.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Saka plays it short. Lewis Skelly. Drake and shot a goal! Martinelli. And here's Saka.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Fernandes. And here's Martinelli. And it's Rice. Rice. Saka. Turns and goes back. Pedro Neto. Aim forwards. Caicedo. João Pedro. Lewis Skelly. Rice. And it's Timber. Saka. Martinelli. Zubimendi. Saka. Saka. Fernandes wins the duel this time. Mudryk. Fofana. Mudryk. Cucurella. Saka producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's shifting through the gears here. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pedro Neto. Chalobah. Saliba. Saka. And here's Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. And here's Martinelli. Martinelli. He's found some space. Plays it in low. That is a brilliant interception. Pedro Neto shifted upfield. Mudryk. Mudryk has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Played out to the right, aimed in towards, and a volley! And he steered it beyond the post. Saka. Martinelli. He's got to be in here. And here's Martinelli. And that has been clubbed away.
Martinelli really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Timber. It's a mighty effort! Oh, denied at the last.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
Saka. Timber. Saka. That's tidy. Zubimendi. Rice. Rice chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Saka. And he's what? Real chance! It's a loose ball. Not out the best in the keeper.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Saka falls short. Now it's Martinelli. Nice control. Fernandes. Caicedo. Aim forwards. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Saka. Saka! Martinelli. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Now it's João Pedro. Fofana. Cucurella. Zubimendi is the guilty party there. Fofana. And it's Cucurella. That's very neat. There are a few waiting for it. He's having a shot! Lewis Skelly.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's Lewis Skelly. Delivered with swing. Corner it is. Gets it away. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's been flattened there. Lewis Skelly. Arsenal desperately need someone to hold up the ball here. Nkapuyi. Martinelli. Martinelli. The defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cucurella. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rice. Saka. Showing good feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Martinelli tries a shot! Nice physical challenge. No way through, so back it comes. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. What a throw in. Saka. And it's Rice. Out to the right. Saka. Rice. Lewis Skelly. It'll be a throw-in. It's Rice. Rice. Zubimendi. And the finish! Well, Pedro Neto. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Zubimendi, and he goes cross-field. Martinelli. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fernandez, gently done. They get a throw-in. Gabriel moved on forwards. Timber. Oh, nice touch. And here's Martinelli. And it's Rice. Zubimendi. Played out to the right. Martinelli played out towards the right wing. Lovely bit of skill. Rice. Zubimendi. Rice. Zubimendi. Rice. Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. There's some Great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. James. Mudryk. João Pedro. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's played forward. And here's Saka. Mudryk. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. João Pedro. Great work on the overlap. Oh, what a climb! Keeper always had the measure of that. Rice. Now it's Martinelli. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Saka wins the duel this time. Gabriel forwards and with intent. And the shot! Oh, impressive strike. Pedro Neto. And it's James. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. But that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Chalobah. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. Rice with the foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. That was very necessary. Pedro Neto. James kicks it up now. A chance to play it in. Great defending, strong and determined. Rice. Lewis Skelly. Rice. Lewis Skelly. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Colwell. Chalobah. Fernandes. Cucurella. Mudryk. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Saka. progress on the right-hand side.
Pedro Neto.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Caicedo.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
And it's Cucurella. Fernandez.
And they've got rid.
Chalobah. Caicedo. Cucurella. Fernandez. Mudryk. Fernandez.
Very nicely done.
Caicedo.
And here's Neto. That is lovely. Pedro Neto opts to play it back.
Fernandez.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Rice.
Martinelli.
Rice.
Pedro Neto.
Zubimendi does really well to win the ball there.
Saka.
Martinelli.
Rice. Lewis Skelly. Rice.
Saka.
Similar approach does pay off here. Good run through the middle, but he needs support. Rice.
Caicedo. Cucurella.
Fofana.
Caicedo.
Pedro Neto.
Caicedo. Fernandez. And it's Cucurella.
Now that's well seen too. Lewis Skelly. Martinelli.
Saka.
Saka looking for a runner. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Caicedo.
Moved on forwards. The pass has gone astray.
Martinelli.
Saka. Timber delivers the ball.
Pedro Neto.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Pedro Neto. Rice defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Martinelli. Nkapuyi. Martinelli. Nkapuyi. Zubimendi.
Martinelli.
Zubimendi.
Timber.
Oh, that's neat.
Zubimendi. Martinelli. Martinelli.
He's in space and looking for options. Produces a cross. Chalobah gets rid without sophistication. Capier have it back and can go again. Ah, such a clever touch. So who's he picking out? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Receives it in a good position here.
Zubimendi. Timber.
Timber chooses to go cross-field, and that's put paid to a promising move.
Caicedo.
Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto. Pings in across. And that's been repelled. And claimed it back swiftly. And that is out of play. Martinelli. Rice.
Zubimendi.
And here's Saka. Saka is fouled. That's a fabulous ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Rice. Strong running down that left flank. Now it's Rice. A corner it is then. Fofana gets it away. Throw it. Timber looking to hit the byline here. Bullish header! And he thumps it clear. Capier wins the duel this time.
Zubimendi.
He's offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cucurella.
Rodrigue. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Saka. Oh, that is a good ball to find. Martinelli! And that was very necessary. Martinelli. Rice. Proves too strong. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Pedro Neto. João Pedro. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rice, gently done. Martinelli.
Caicedo.
Does really well to win the ball there.
Mudryk. Mudryk.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Mudryk.
Calmly anticipates. Into the last 5 minutes.
Fernandez. Cucurella.
Cucurella played over towards the opposite flank.
Pedro Neto.
And he's making progress on the ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Pedro Neto.
Oh, easy pickings there.
Gabriel. Zubimendi. Timber. Saliba. Timber. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Saka. Timber.
Timber's cross. Header! Not a joy, but a decent try.
Caicedo. Pedro Neto.
James.
Pedro Neto.
That's good play. Hit into the middle.
And it's claimed by the keeper. Martinelli. Incapuyi. Lewis Skelly. Rice.
And it's played forward.
Zubimendi. Saliba.
Looks to the other side.
Lewis Skelly. Saka. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto.
Forwards and with intent.
Saka. Incapuyi. Lewis Skelly. Saka.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
And it's Caicedo.
He's gone for goal! And that has faded wide.
Martinelli.
Looks to get on the end of this.
Colwell. Caicedo.
Shifted upfield. Knocks it out wide.
Pedro Neto.
That's an excellent interception. Lofted upfield.
Martinelli. Saka.
Timber. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Martinelli. Timber. Fofana, aim forwards. Subimendi. Martinelli. James getting this one clear. Now it's Pedro. Pedro Neto. James. Caicedo. Caicedo gently down. Saka. Timber. And it's Timber. Saka played with finesse. James getting this one clear. Colwell. James shifted upfield. Rice too strong for his opponent there. Lewis Skelly. Gabriel. Subimendi. Martinelli. Played towards the other side. Timber. Martinelli. Rice. Oh, good spread. Now it's Rice. Oh, this is a great position. Martin, chance! No, it's wide. Moved on forwards. Pedro.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Lewis Skelly. And it's played forward. Martinelli. And it's Lewis Skelly. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Rice. Pedro. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. Lovely feet. Martinelli. Subimendi. Rice. Pedro. Gabriel. Martinelli. Rice done delicately. And that's not going to reach. Fernandez. Mudryk. Cucurella. Mudryk. Oh, that's nice. Fernandez. Caicedo. It's run loose here. Subimendi. Timber. Subimendi. Timber.